8 signs you're a real eye-catcher for girls. Old Stoic wisdom. Women notice far more than you might realize. Even when it seems like they're not paying attention, they're quietly observing how you move through the world, your posture, your confidence, the way you treat others. These subtle cues speak volumes. Often they won't say a word, but their behavior will reveal exactly how they feel about you. Today, I'm sharing the 8 unmistakable signs that show you're truly catching her eye. These are clear, undeniable signals that you're making a powerful impression without having to say a word. And here's something to watch for. Sign number 7 is often overlooked by most men, yet it's one of the strongest indicators that she's genuinely interested. Keep reading, you won't want to miss this. Let's get into it. Sign number 1. You catch their glance more than once. There's something powerful about a second glance. It's silent, but it speaks volumes. When a woman's eyes return to you repeatedly, especially when she believes you aren't aware, it's not a random flicker of curiosity or coincidence. It's attraction taking root in its most primal form. One glance can easily be dismissed as happenstance. Maybe you just happen to be in her field of vision at that moment. But when it happens twice, 3 times, or more, it's undeniable. You've made an impression that transcends the superficial. Your presence, your appearance, your energy, something about you disrupts the ordinary and demands her attention. It's an instinctive pull, a magnetic force that draws her in without conscious thought or intention. Imagine yourself sitting in a quiet cafe, a place where countless strangers cross paths every day. You notice a woman at another table whose eyes drift your way, not once, but repeatedly. The first time, you might dismiss it as a passing glance. The second time, you start to pay attention. By the third, you know it's no accident. Even if she doesn't approach or speak a word, those repeated looks are a quiet conversation, her eyes saying, "You've caught my attention." This is not just a fleeting moment. It's visual chemistry in action, a subtle dance of attraction that requires no words to communicate. The old Stoic wisdom reminds us that the strongest messages are often conveyed silently, through presence and perception, rather than speech. As Marcus Aurelius taught, everything we hear is an opinion, not a fact. Everything we see is a perspective, not the truth. What she's showing you with her gaze is a perspective of genuine interest, an instinctual recognition of something about you that stands out from the crowd. Recognizing this is crucial, but more important is how you respond. Don't mistake these signs for an invitation to chase or pressure. Instead, understand that attraction starts with authenticity. Your repeated catching of her glance means your energy is clear and compelling. It's a reflection of confidence, not arrogance, and of a genuine self that doesn't need to shout to be heard. You must own that presence fully. That means standing tall, maintaining eye contact with calm assurance, and moving through the world with intention and respect. Remember the words of Ralph Waldo Emerson. To be yourself in a world that is constantly trying to make you something else is the greatest accomplishment. Your power lies in your authenticity, and that's what draws those repeated looks. In real life, this lesson applies beyond just the fleeting moment at a cafe. It's about how you carry yourself daily, in your posture, your speech, your demeanor. Attraction isn't created by flashy gimmicks or superficial appearances. It's born from a deep alignment of self-respect and presence. When you are grounded in who you are, your energy becomes magnetic, and people can't help but notice. This is the truth that old wisdom teaches. Presence is your strongest form of communication. So reflect honestly on what might be drawing those repeated glances toward you. Is it your style, your confidence, or the calm assurance you project? Where can you improve without losing your essence? Take this as a call to sharpen your awareness and refine your personal energy. Now, I want to hear from you. Have you experienced those second or third glances that made you pause and think? What did they reveal about you? How did you respond? And what did you learn? Share your stories in the comments below. Your insights will not only deepen your own understanding, but also help others recognize and harness these subtle yet powerful signs of attraction. Remember, the journey to becoming a true eye-catcher begins when you see, embrace, and project your authentic self with unwavering confidence. Don't ignore those glances. They are your invitation to step fully into your power and presence. Number 2, they fix their posture when you walk in. This is no coincidence, no accidental reaction. It is a clear, unmistakable sign that your presence has shifted the energy in the room, and their body language is broadcasting that change without a word. When you enter a space, the way people carry themselves becomes a silent conversation, and for those who find you captivating, their shoulders that were once slouched will straighten, their backs will become erect, and their entire posture will reset as if tuned by your arrival. They smooth out their clothes, adjust their hair with deliberate care, or lightly touch their makeup or jewelry. These aren't random, superficial habits. They are unconscious, primal signals of attraction, a reflection of the effect you have on them. It's not vanity. It's a natural response to being in the presence of someone who exudes confidence and magnetic energy. Your posture, your quiet assurance, ignites something within them, and they respond by elevating their own presence to meet the energy you've created. Picture walking into a room, maybe a classroom, a lounge, or a casual gathering, where someone was relaxed and leaning back, comfortable in their own space. The moment you step in, something shifts. She sits up straighter, flips her hair with a subtle yet meaningful gesture, and checks her phone camera as if seeking confirmation that she looks as good as she feels in that moment. That's not happenstance. It's a silent declaration, a way of saying, I see you, and I want you to see me at my best. This response is deeply rooted in Old Stoic wisdom, where presence and posture were understood as reflections of inner strength and character. In modern life, amid endless distractions and fleeting interactions, the power to command a room through something as simple as posture is rare and invaluable. Your posture is your unspoken introduction, your first impression before you utter a single word. It tells the world you are someone worth noticing, someone who carries himself with purpose and respect. This is why you must never underestimate the power of standing tall, with shoulders back and spine straight. You are setting a standard, creating a space where others naturally rise to meet your energy. This is not about arrogance or putting others down. It's about embodying your worth with quiet certainty and letting that truth resonate in your every move. In a world where confidence can be manufactured but never faked, genuine presence demands attention and respect. If you master this, you won't just catch eyes, you will hold them, captivate them, and inspire them to bring their best selves forward. Remember, your posture speaks volumes before you say a word. Own it. Let it be the foundation of your power, your magnetism, and your ability to connect deeply and meaningfully with those around you. Own your presence. Stand tall, shoulders back, and let your confidence silently command the room. When you do, you don't just catch eyes, you hold them and inspire others to rise to your energy. If you're ready to embody this power, drop a comment right now. My posture is my silent strength. Third, you get compliments on your style or scent. Understand this truth. Compliments are never random or meaningless. They are deliberate signals wrapped in casual language, subtle yet powerful markers that you have made a lasting impression. When a woman takes a moment to say, I like your cologne, or that colour looks great on you, she's not just being polite, she's revealing attraction without spelling it out. These words are far more than surface-level comments. They are recognition of your ability to stand out in a world saturated with noise and indifference. People don't hand out compliments on style or scent unless those elements hit a nerve, draw their attention, and spark genuine interest. You're not fading into the background. You're emerging as a man who commands presence, who owns his space with undeniable confidence. Your style is not just fabric and thread, it is your armor, your declaration, your silent language. Your scent is more than fragrance. It's your invisible signature, a magnetic force pulling attention without a word spoken. Oscar Wilde nailed it when he said, "You can never be overdressed or overeducated." This isn't vanity, it's raw power. Power to draw eyes, power to captivate minds, power to be unforgettable. The compliment you receive is proof you have risen above the ordinary. It means your presence sparks positive reactions, and instead of hiding it, people want you to know you're doing something right. These moments are not accidental. They are a direct reflection of your influence. Marcus Aurelius said, "The best revenge is to be unlike him who performed the injustice." Be unlike the masses who blend in, be the man who is impossible to ignore. In today's chaotic world of endless distractions, where attention is the rarest currency, commanding it through style and scent is your strategic advantage. This is your battlefield, and every compliment is a victory flag planted firmly in your territory. Do not dismiss it, do not doubt it. Own it. You must wield your style and scent like a weapon of dominance. Dress sharp, smell sharp, move with quiet authority that broadcasts one message loud and clear. I am the man worth noticing. This is not about superficial vanity. It is about mastering the art of presence. It is about making an impression so powerful that it resonates long after you leave the room. The ancient wisdom rings true today. Your outward expression shapes how the world perceives you. When you receive those subtle praises, recognize them as the keys unlocking your potential as a real eye-catcher. The world rewards those who stand out, who refuse to be forgettable, who command respect effortlessly. If you want to win in life, in business, and in relationships, start here. Cultivate your presence so compliments become your daily reality, not exceptions. Don't settle for being seen, demand to be remembered, be relentless, be deliberate, be unstoppable. The power to captivate is in your hands. Like this, if you're ready to dominate every room you enter. Comment with the best compliment that made you realize your impact. Subscribe to learn the next signs that set you apart from the crowd. This is your moment. This is your rise. Don't waste it. Your legacy begins now. Number 4. They start conversations for no apparent reason. Don't be fooled into thinking small talk is insignificant. Small talk is often the quiet gateway to something much deeper. When a woman asks you, "Is this seat taken?" or "Do you know what time the event starts?" These questions may sound casual, even trivial, but they're rarely about the answers themselves. These seemingly random questions are purposeful signals, subtle invitations meant to break down barriers and open a channel for connection. It's not luck when she chooses to engage with you specifically. She could just as easily ask someone else or find the information herself. That choice is a powerful indication of curiosity and genuine interest. Think about it. If she's putting in the effort to start a conversation with no real practical need, it means there's something more beneath the surface she's trying to discover. She's testing the waters to see how you respond, whether you're approachable, confident, and worth her time. The ancient Stoics understood this kind of subtlety in human interaction. As Marcus Aurelius put it, the impediment to action advances action. What stands in the way becomes the way. In this case, the small talk that seems like a trivial obstacle is actually the very path to a meaningful connection. You must recognize these moments as chances to show who you really are. Don't dismiss them with a quick answer or a distracted glance. Instead, meet the effort with respect and genuine curiosity. These conversations are invitations for you to step forward and reveal your character. Attraction is never rushed. It unfolds patiently, testing and probing before revealing itself fully. When these small interactions happen repeatedly, it's no coincidence. It's attraction making itself known in a low-key, respectful way that doesn't overwhelm. You have to be sharp enough to catch these signals and strong enough to respond with presence and confidence. Real connection starts here. In real life, many men miss these subtle signs because they're too busy, too distracted, or too dismissive. Don't be that man. Instead, see these moments as opportunities, doors opening quietly, waiting for you to walk through. Be present, engage with authenticity, ask questions back, share a little of yourself. This is how curiosity turns into chemistry. Remember the words of Ernest Hemingway. When people talk, listen completely. Most people never listen. By truly listening and responding to these small overtures, you position yourself as a man worth knowing. Now, it's your turn. Think about the times women have approached you with small talk that felt out of the blue. Did you recognize the hidden meaning? How did you respond? Share your stories and insights in the comments below. Let's explore together how to become the kind of man who doesn't just notice these signs, but knows exactly how to act on them. Your experience can inspire others and deepen the conversation. If you're ready to stop missing the subtle signs and start owning every moment of connection, drop this in the comments now. I see the signal, I own the moment. Like this video, subscribe for more timeless wisdom. And remember, real attraction is about presence, patience, and showing your true character. Don't just notice the signs, act on them. Number 5. They seem nervous or giddy around you. In a world that often values loud confidence, it's easy to overlook the quieter signals of attraction, yet nervous energy speaks just as powerfully if you know how to read it. When a woman becomes noticeably fidgety, playing with her hair, twisting a ring, or adjusting her jewellery, or when her voice rises slightly, her laugh comes faster than usual, these are not signs she's uncomfortable or uninterested. Instead, these behaviours are ancient, involuntary signals of deep attraction and heightened awareness. Her brain is trying to keep her composed, telling her to stay cool and collected, but her body reveals the truth. She's drawn to you in a way that disrupts her normal self-control. Consider a woman who, under normal circumstances, moves through the world with calm confidence, maintaining steady eye contact and speaking smoothly. When she's around you, she stumbles over her words, breaks eye contact more than usual, and laughs harder or more quickly at things that aren't truly funny. This dramatic shift is no coincidence. It means you've thrown her off balance in the best way possible, shaking up her usual emotional state because she's genuinely interested. This nervousness is like a ripple beneath the surface, a silent language of attraction that transcends words and gestures. It's a primal, stoic truth. Real attraction disrupts the status quo, even in those who pride themselves on composure and control. In today's hyper-connected, fast-paced world, where everyone is trained to mask vulnerability and maintain an image of effortless cool, these subtle signs stand out like a beacon. Most men miss them because they expect attraction to shout loudly through bold advances or overt flirting. But true eye-catching presence is often measured by these small, unconscious reactions. When a woman's usually steady demeanour cracks and reveals nervous excitement, that's your proof you're a force to be reckoned with. You're no longer background noise. You've become an irresistible signal that commands attention. This is where many men fail to capitalise. They either misread nervous energy as discomfort, or they respond with insecurity of their own, which kills the connection. Instead, you must recognise this nervousness as a gift. It's a doorway to deeper connection, an unspoken admission that you've moved beyond surface-level interactions into something more magnetic and real. You must hold your own steady ground. When she's trembling on the edge of composure, you cannot waver. Be the calm in the storm, the rock that anchors her restless energy. The ancient Stoics taught us to master ourselves before we can master the world. And that wisdom applies perfectly here. Her nervous energy is a reflection of your power to affect those around you. Don't squander it by reacting with doubt or over-eagerness. Instead, maintain your poise. Let your confidence be silent but undeniable. This balance, the tension between her nervousness and your calm, is the dance of attraction that has played out since time immemorial. It's a reminder that being a real eye-catcher is not about flashy moves or forced charm, but about the quiet strength to be fully present, fully yourself, and fully aware of the subtle signals you send and receive. So in modern life, where distractions are constant and genuine connection rare, learn to tune in to these nervous, giddy moments. They tell you more than words ever could. They are proof that you matter in her world. They are proof that your presence is felt deeply. Don't ignore them. Instead, embrace them as your chance to forge a real bond. Understand that attraction isn't always bold or brash. It's often the nervous smile, the quickened breath, the shy glance. These are the true signs that you're more than just noticed. You're unforgettable. Remember, in this subtle game, your job is to stay calm, confident, and commanding. Let her nervousness be your confirmation. You're a genuine eye-catcher, and your presence stirs something powerful. This is old wisdom, reborn for today's men. Master yourself, read the signs, and lead the way. If you've noticed her nervous smiles and fidgety glances, you're already speaking a language most men can't hear. True attraction isn't loud. It's in the quiet moments when she loses her composure around you. Own that power. Stay calm, stay steady, and let your presence do the talking. Now commit to this truth. I am the calm in her storm, the quiet strength she can't ignore. 6. They ask for help with small tasks. Pay close attention. When a woman asks for help with something small, it's never just about the task. It's a powerful, silent signal she's sending your way. This subtle gesture, seemingly insignificant, is a beacon of attraction. When she hands you a bag, asks you to grab something just beyond reach, or seeks your aid in a moment that doesn't really require it, she's not testing your ability, she's testing your presence, your willingness to engage, your readiness to be part of her world. This moment, brief but charged, speaks louder than any grand declaration. I want you near. Understand this. She has chosen you out of everyone around. That choice is no coincidence. It means you've already carved a space in her mind, made her feel safe, comfortable, and drawn to your energy. This isn't about helping with a chore. It's about connection. It's about trust. The Stoic wisdom that we do not attract what we want, but what we are, has never been more relevant. Your calm confidence, your steady presence, your quiet authority pull her in. Often before she even realizes it, she is drawn not just to you but to what you represent, a strong, reliable man who stands firm without needing to shout. These small acts of seeking help are her way of bridging the gap between distance and closeness, a gentle invitation to step deeper into her life. It's a test you must not ignore. These everyday interactions are where true attraction reveals itself, natural, effortless, and undeniable. Don't let hesitation or pride get in the way. Step forward. Be the man who recognizes these signals and meets them with strength. Remember, attraction is not always loud and obvious. Sometimes it whispers through small gestures and quiet asks. As Sun Tzu taught in The Art of War, the supreme art of war is to subdue the enemy without fighting. Consider these small moments your battlefield, where you conquer not by force, but by presence, patience, and subtle command. Seize these moments. Own them. Let your willingness to help, your readiness to engage, your genuine interest shine through without words. That is your silent command, your quiet declaration of worth. This is how you become a true eye-catcher, not by flashy moves or empty words, but by showing up, by being the man who is chosen naturally, instinctively, because he embodies strength and reliability in every interaction. In modern life, where attention is scarce and distraction is rampant, these small signs are gold. They are your guideposts to authentic connection. Don't dismiss them. Act on them. Turn these fleeting requests into lasting impressions. Let her feel your power through your actions, not your boasts. This is how you dominate the social arena, how you master attraction in a world that rewards authenticity and strength. Now, it's your move. Comment below if you're ready to claim your rightful place as the man who sees beyond the surface and responds to the subtle language of attraction. Like and subscribe for more unfiltered insights that empower you to own every interaction and command respect with ease. Don't wait for fate to choose you, choose yourself. Be the man who is not just noticed, but deeply desired. The time is now. If you're ready to master attraction by recognizing the quiet signals she sends, step up and show your strength through presence and action. True connection is built in the small moments. Don't miss them. And if you find today's content very interesting, please give me a word of encouragement by commenting "very interesting" in the comments section. That is a huge motivation for us. Thank you. 7. Get invited to hangouts or group events a lot. If you find yourself regularly invited to hangouts, group dinners, birthday parties, or casual meetups, and especially when these invitations come from women or through their social circles, know this. It's no accident. This is a clear, undeniable signal that your presence leaves a lasting impression. People don't randomly include just anyone in their close gatherings. They make room for those who bring something special, a vibe that is fun, easygoing, and magnetic. This is not about superficial charm or empty friendliness. It's about the energy you carry, the quiet confidence, the genuine warmth, and the sense of comfort you create around you. Picture this scenario. You barely know one or two women in a friend group, yet suddenly you're being added to group chats, invited to brunches, or asked to tag along to movie nights, all without you having to ask or push for it. That's a powerful indicator that someone in that group sees in you a quality worth sharing with others, and the rest of the group gladly follows suit because they want to be near that energy. This is social validation rooted in attraction and genuine connection, not just casual friendliness. The old wisdom that people will forget what you said, but they will never forget how you made them feel rings true here. Being consistently invited means you make others feel valued, alive, and comfortable in your presence, and that's an invaluable gift. Don't downplay these invitations as mere social politeness. They reflect the silent magnetism you possess, the ability to draw people in with authenticity, calm assurance, and a presence that doesn't scream for attention but commands it naturally. To grow this further, don't just show up to these gatherings, engage fully, listen deeply, laugh genuinely, and contribute without overshadowing. Be the man who stands firm in his own skin, who offers strength without arrogance, and who connects without pretense. As the legendary Maya Angelou said, "People will forget what you said, people will forget what you did, but people will never forget how you made them feel." Let this be your guiding principle. Your repeated invitations are the social equivalent of a badge of honor. They show that you're not just tolerated, but genuinely welcomed and wanted. This means you're carrying yourself with an irresistible blend of confidence, kindness, and authenticity. In real life, this translates to more than just being liked. It means you're trusted, respected, and sought after, which is exactly what any man should aim for, regardless of age. If you want to elevate this magnetic quality, be deliberate in how you cultivate your presence. Keep your word, be punctual, show interest in others' lives, and maintain an energy that uplifts rather than drains. These simple acts reinforce the powerful impression you've already made. It's a cycle. The more you invest in being genuine, the more invitations you'll receive. The more invitations you receive, the stronger your social presence grows. This is the essence of becoming a true eye-catcher, someone who stands out not because of flashy moves, but because of an authentic, grounded allure that draws others in effortlessly. Now, reflect on your own social experiences. How often do you get invited without having to ask? What do those invitations say about your presence? What energy do you bring to your interactions? I invite you to share your personal stories and insights in the comments below. Your perspective could help others recognize the subtle signs that mark them as magnetic men and encourage them to own their power fully. Remember, the path to becoming a true eye-catcher is not about chasing attention, but about embodying a presence that naturally demands it. Number 8. Their friends whisper and look your way. True attraction rarely announces itself with fanfare or loud gestures. Instead, it operates in the shadows, through the subtle dance of glances, the quiet exchange of whispered words, and the shared laughter that breaks out among a group when something or someone captures their interest. You must learn to recognize these signs because they speak volumes without uttering a single word. When you walk into a room and suddenly notice a group of women shifting their behavior, leaning in toward each other, dropping their voices to soft murmurs, exchanging knowing looks, and breaking into quiet smiles or giggles, that is your unmistakable signal. This is not just casual social interaction. It's a silent code that means someone within that circle has noticed you and, more importantly, finds you compelling. The rest of the group becomes part of her secret, sharing the thrill of this discovery as if you are the centerpiece of a private conversation they are having without even speaking aloud. Women often bond over these moments, creating a kind of silent sisterhood that celebrates the excitement of attraction. And if you are the topic of their whispers, you will feel it, even from across a crowded room or noisy cafe. Imagine yourself entering a social gathering or settling in at a local coffee shop, your presence naturally commanding space without you trying. You spot a cluster of women nearby, and soon enough, two of them huddle together, whispering while one steals a glance your way. Her eyes quickly dart back to her friends, and the group smiles knowingly before exchanging another quick, discreet look in your direction. This isn't happenstance. It's playful, magnetic interest manifesting in a way that's impossible to fake. You are no longer a background figure. You have become a point of fascination, a silent contender for attention and admiration. Recognize these moments. Do not dismiss them as mere coincidence or shy away, doubting your impact. In today's hyper-connected, distracted world, genuine attention is a precious commodity, and earning that quiet respect speaks to your presence, your self-assuredness, and an undeniable charisma that goes beyond looks or words. This is Stoic wisdom in action. Real attraction isn't about flash or forced charm. It's about embodying a presence so compelling that it naturally draws others in. Understanding this dynamic gives you power. It allows you to own the space you inhabit with confidence, not arrogance, knowing that your mere presence can shift the energy in the room. When you catch those whispers and secret glances, don't shy away or feel unsure. Step into the moment with calm strength and purpose. Let your body language, your posture, and your eye contact convey the quiet confidence of a man who knows his worth and carries it without apology. The unspoken language of attraction is far more potent than any spoken words. It is primal, instinctive, and deeply human. It cuts through noise and distraction because it connects on an emotional level. By learning to read these cues and responding with authentic confidence, you transform from someone who simply walks into a room to someone who owns it. The reality is this: being an eye-catcher isn't about trying too hard or putting on a show. It's about cultivating an inner strength and presence so genuine that it resonates outward. It's about the calm assurance that you belong, that you are worthy of attention, and that your energy invites curiosity and admiration. The whispers and glances you notice aren't just superficial. They are invitations, challenges even, to step up and be fully yourself. They call you to move beyond superficial attraction and embody something deeper: respect, magnetism, and the kind of connection that is felt long after the moment passes. So, if you want to be a real eye-catcher, pay attention to these small signs. Let them remind you that attraction is as much about how you carry yourself as it is about how you look. Strengthen your presence through quiet confidence and intentionality. Own your space with dignity and purpose, and watch as those whispers and looks multiply, not because you demand them, but because you naturally deserve them. This is the old wisdom that never goes out of style. Real power lies not in noise, but in silent command. You must be the man who doesn't need to shout to be seen, because he is already impossible to ignore. If you want to become the kind of man who naturally commands attention without saying a word, start by owning your presence with calm confidence today. Attraction isn't loud. It's the quiet power you carry that makes you unforgettable. Like, comment, and share this with someone ready to step into that silent command. Don't forget to subscribe for more timeless wisdom. Comment below to remember: real attraction is the silent power of calm confidence. Hey everyone, thank you so much for watching all the way through. Before we wrap up, I want to share one last important thought with you. Being a real eye-catcher isn't about having the perfect hairstyle, the sharpest outfit, or even the most impressive physique. Those things might catch someone's attention for a moment, but what really makes you stand out, and what draws girls in on a deeper level, is how you carry yourself and how you tune in to the subtle, meaningful signals they send your way. It's those small but powerful signs, the way they look at you, the way they lean in when you speak, the little laughs or touches that show genuine interest, that truly matter. These aren't just random behaviors. They're reflections of real connection and chemistry. The secret is to notice these signs, respect them, and respond with sincerity and confidence. When you do that, you don't just become an eye-catcher, you become someone unforgettable. So here's my sincere advice to you. Don't get caught up in trying to change your appearance or put on a show. Instead, focus on being your authentic self. Be confident in your own skin. Listen carefully to what's being communicated beyond words, and engage with kindness and respect. That kind of genuine energy is magnetic. It's what turns fleeting glances into lasting interest. Remember, real attraction comes from connection and understanding, not just looks. When you cultivate that awareness and confidence, you'll naturally draw people toward you without forcing it. If you found this video valuable, please do me a favor. Hit the like button, share it with your friends who might benefit, and subscribe so you never miss out on more insights grounded in timeless wisdom and real-life experience. I truly appreciate your support, and I'm excited to bring you more content that helps you grow and succeed in all areas of life. Thanks again for spending this time with me. Take care of yourself, keep learning, and keep shining your unique light. I'm looking forward to seeing you in the next video. Until then, stay confident, stay authentic, and remember, you're far more eye-catching than you realize.